starting out just so starting out with honey pouring down the walls, like oozing, like some kind of horror movie, except sweet. So we had 2 of the local beekeepers that have apiaries around here stop by, both wonderful people. I'm opening a wall of bees, and I might not want to do that. But if I don't do that, then I might be just allowing a lot of structural damage because of the moisture of the honey and the weight of the hive. However, if I open it up, then there's access to the inside of the house, and it is oh my God, I wish the camera was facing the other way. A hummingbird just flew in here and hung out for a second and left. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But there's literal staining on the roof above the dormer, and that makes it potentially problematic. I'm pretty happy with the progress that we're making. We have a lot of movable space now. Things are starting to find their home, which is really nice. My table, I may have tested the weight limit because my wheel and both the screws just fell off while I was trying to move it. So that is right there for the time being. The table is way too heavy for me to lift and move on my own. I'm gonna need somebody else to help me get it down off the platform, repair the platform, probably get bigger, heavier duty wheels, and then put it back up on the platform. It's a whole thing. We're kind of going back and forth. So basically the option that I got with the honeybees was, it is very, very likely that in the next couple of weeks, another hive will move in because all of the work's done. It's already been built. And if they move in, they spend basically the entire summer. Their wings keep the honeycomb cool enough that it doesn't melt. So it'll stop dripping down my walls. And then I can basically wait until the winter and empty it. Right now, though, there are 0 bees in there because the hive didn't survive the winter, which means we could open it up, just take the honey out, do some repairs and cleaning, and then close it all back up, try to seal it to keep other bees from getting in. And we really, really hit it off with the one apiary. Her name's Christy, and she's just the nicest person in the world. And she's already been back and dropped off boxes to potentially catch the scout bees right now that are looking for where the swarm's gonna go. So hopefully they'll move into one of the boxes voluntarily, and then we can look at relocating that to somewhere else in the yard. And we'll have honey, and we'll have all the organic wax, and we'll know the quality of everything because it's being made right here. We'll be able to use the wax for our organic candles and ceremonial candles, and we'll be able to have the honey and bottle it and offer that in a limited edition to, you know, people that are on the Patreon and that are supporting the nonprofit, and that'll be really nice, as well as having it here, which sounds amazing. And then they'll be tending the gardens as well, which is also wonderful. Got a ton of fresh herbs and veggies and some really pretty flowers that I couldn't pass up, and I'm looking forward to just adding my little pieces to this wonderland and being the next generation that brings it to life, and hopefully, you know, honoring the history of it and keeping that sacred while also kind of moving her into a new identity and purpose that kind of suits me and everybody else that's being part of this with me. So we got the couches cleaned today. Maya appreciates that. Hopefully now I can bring her out here while I'm working at night, and she'll just curl up on the couch and take a little nap. I'm absolutely exhausted right now. We did bees and research all morning, and then I've been out here moving things around and cleaning things up. So I think I'm going to take a break, post yesterday's video, and then we'll see how my back and my neck are feeling. I kind of feel like I'm at a standstill right now for a little bit as far as moving things, at least until I can get the table fixed. If I come back out, it means I get to play, which sounds super fun. If I'm working on the Reliquarian itself, I should be working on all the clock towers. Just been in touch with Jay about coming to visit. He plays like this father time role in the stories, and so we actually have like 100 clocks, like, that are just dispersed in different places. They're not even all up here yet. I've been collecting them for like 2 years, and we're basically building him a giant clock tower. So there's a sign at the bottom of the drive that has there are hummingbirds flying in and out of here right now. I love that, but I want to be careful that they don't get stuck in here either, because that wouldn't be good for them. But I love that I have hummingbirds up here. I was afraid I wouldn't have any because it's too far north, and they make me think of my grandmother. There is a sign at the end of the drive that's like a photograph of the house. Before that, the sign was still there, and there's a hand-done painting, and it's incredibly damaged and peeling, and I'm dying to pull it out, scrape it and clean it up, and kind of repair it and do it as my own. And the only thing that's holding me off from getting into that is the house desperately needs repainting, and I'm really going back and forth on if I'm changing the color. So it's been blue since the 70s. Before that, its original color was white, and it's pretty much always been white. So I'm thinking about taking it back. It reminds me of the Practical Magic house, and I really love the idea of that, and I love the idea of kind of returning to its history. I also kind of like the idea of moving it forward. It's been white for 65 years, and it's been blue now for 50 years, and so maybe it's supposed to be a new color for the next 50 years. I want to think through that, and then do a painted version of the sign that says Reliquarian House. I don't want to talk to you right now. Stop whining. I don't want to.